Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the heavyweight bout between Derrick Lewis versus Josh Hokit. And how do I feel about this one right here? Is I'll go low confidence, Josh Hokit to beat Derrick Lewis. So, yeah, I know very well that Josh Hokit is a fraud, regardless of how far he's made it in such a short time. I know he's not going all the way to the top. And I know he's going to have a big fall and probably a whole character image change and probably a whole weight class change. But at the end of the day, Josh Hokit is really a fat middleweight, maybe really even a fat welterweight. And that's the truth of the matter. He's not a real heavyweight. And he lands some good shots on Curtis Blades. If he was like a true heavyweight, he'd probably knock Curtis Blades out. And also Curtis Blades is a fight that Curtis Blades should have won. But Curtis Blades, I guess, probably got bullied in the past, so he got caught up in the stupidity when he could have just fought a little smarter fight, a little more reserved. Hokit gassed, blew his own wad in the first round, but Curtis Blades decided to try to go tit for tat instead of let the little newbie tire himself out, then wall install him, work his body, work behind the jab a little more. But now he started trying to go crazy and stuff, and then he was gassed too down the stretch and got worked by Hokit instead of letting the newbie. He supposed to be a veteran, but he felt like a rookie. And that's why Hokit won. And even then, but in any case, either way, I don't like Hokit. Hope he loses, but this fight he should win. But if he's getting rocked by Blades, and it's not even big shots by Blades, he was getting stumbled by them. Imagine getting hit by one clean flush shot from Lewis. This little fat welterweight, fat middleweight could be out that quick. And he doesn't still the sprints. So imagine him just sprinting and he's unable to get Lewis out because he's still a fat welterweight. I'm not gonna say fat man, I'm gonna say fat welterweight. He's just a fat welterweight. Fat, skinny, fat welterweight. Fighting a heavyweight. And then imagine him trying to take him down and hold him down. He can't get him out of there. Then the second round, and he's throwing his little ugly, sloppy punches. Then the second round, he's tired. The third round, like a Derrick Lewis fashion, now he all tired. And Lewis, that's how Lewis, pretty much most of his career was, be losing the whole fight. Or a lot of his fights, he'd be losing the whole fight or kind of trailing and needing a finish in the final round. And then this there. And that could definitely be a situation that would present itself in this fight. Hogan come out to a hot blazing start, doing all this crazy stuff, and high pace, landing shots. But again, this is skinny fat welterweight. He don't really have the power behind his punches that he should have, or that a real heavyweight would have behind their punches. And Lewis likes to bend it with the bigger, heavier hitters. And, he's taking the shot, he's throwing them, he's taking them. Third round, Lewis catches him, clean on the chin, and Hokit goes out on a stretcher. But yeah, I gotta go Hokit here. Well, I don't gotta go Hokit, but I'm going Hokit here. Yeah, Lewis is not in a good spot right now. But again, all it takes is one shot, especially from Lewis, one of the heaviest hitters in heavyweight history, MMA heavyweight history. But yeah, it's not like Lewis gonna have no great wrestling success. Hokit's the much better wrestler. Lewis is a striker, boxer. So Hokit should have a clear wrestling advantage. Then what else about it? Hokit has great momentum right now. Lewis has a lot of mileage in the UFC. Has coming off some ugly performances, some ugly losses. Yeah, so I just think Hokit's gonna push the pace. Probably make some takedowns. Just push a furious pace with the strikes, mixing the takedowns. And what should I say? I'll say decision, low-key. Low-key decision. Low-key. Yeah, low-key decision because I feel like with Jota Almeida was not a real heavyweight. So he had good positions on Lewis a lot in that fight, but he wasn't able to really get the submissions off. And Hokit he's shown great tenacity to a bit, but I don't feel like his condition that well or his pacing is all that well. So I see him try to come out land shots on Lewis, but not being able to get Lewis out because he's not a real heavyweight, so his power's not really there. Then on the ground, he might try to get some good submissions or get some ground and pound, but he probably won't have the gas to really get him out of there and the power to really get him out of there. And as far as the submissions, well, he won't have the size or strength to really secure these submissions. And Lewis does have the ultimate, stand-up game. He just stands up to somebody on him. Again, Hokit's undersized. Yes, he might have a solid wrestling background, but he's no Daniel Cormier. He's no Jelton Almeida. So yeah, I think I'm gonna say decision. Probably still an ugly fight. It's gonna be some scares on Hokit's side. Hopefully Hokit get knocked out, but yeah, I think it's gonna be too small to really get it to finish cleanly out there. So it's gonna drag it to decision. Probably another fun fight, but Hokit is gonna be busier and mix it up more and have more success over the 15 minutes and dictate the pace more to 15 minutes to have more success over the 15 minutes. And I think clear success. I feel like Lewis going to have little moments here and there, but Hokit's going to have minutes on minutes on minutes with little spurts in between where Lewis might land a jumping switch kick on the guard and move him, or might punch him in the guard, or might land to the body, or kick his leg out from underneath him or something like that. But I might graze his chin at some points. But Hokit is going to be busier and be more successful. And I think he beats Lewis by decision. So in this one, I got Josh Hokit via decision.